Hey guys, what's up? This is Yipopus here, and today I'm gonna finally show you guys my Dragunity deck profile post Rising Rampage, because I finally got my hands on the Dragunity Link monster in the form of Dragunity Romulus, and this one card it did like so much to the deck. Like this card is like really good to a point where I think Dragunities might be so viable in the current meta. It won't be like tier 1 or at least tier 2, but it's gonna be at least tier 2.5 because the Dragunity monster, it helps so much with the deck. Not to mention the Guardragons, and the Guardragons they are played in the deck, and Guardragons, they are just used and abused effectively compared to the other decks in this deck. So I'm just gonna get straight down to the deck profile. So I'm gonna start off with the main combo opener starter in the deck, which are the 3 copies of Dragunity Senatus. For those of you who do not know what Senatus does, is that this card, once per turn, you can discard a Dragunity card from your hand, and then you give a Dragunity tune up from your deck to this card. And then for the rest of the turn, you cannot spell summon monster from the extra deck except dragons. And all monsters that you're playing in the extra deck, they are dragons. So that's not really a downside at all. And you can only use this card's effect once per turn. So if you read this card's effect, that is like infinitely more better compared to Dragunity Dogs, because Dragunity Dogs right now is terrible, because for the Dragunity Dogs effect, your graveyard needs to be set up with your Couses and the Phalanx, and where if you do not have it, that Dogs is gonna do nothing for you. So it's not live as early as turn 1, where this card is live turn 1 as long as you have a Dragunity card to go up with it. Like if you discard either a Phalanx or a Couse with this card's effect, that is like so good, because that gets you into your combo, and you can either make the late monster to further like extend, and then get your Guardragons, which are the Elphy and the Pisty, which then gets you into the Agrapain. So yeah, moving on, they are the 6 main tuners, which are the three Phalanx and the 3 Couses in the main deck. Okay, these 6 cards by itself, they really don't do nothing, but if you bring these two cards out on the board, the fact that it gets these 2 cards get to your Pisty and then your Tempest is what makes them like really good. And the Couse, it gets you into Barcha, which I do play 2 of in the extra deck, and Barcha is like really good to the fact that it's basically you're playing 2 soul charges in the extra deck in Dragunity. Like Barcha is really good, which in turn helps you get to your Guardragon plays and the Link monster. So moving on with the Dragunity lineup, they are the 3 copies of Dragunity Armor Mystletainn. Now, way back in the day, this card was not searchable in the deck like at all. The only way to like mainly search this card in Dragunity was to either open it in your opening hand of 5, or just simply like drawing into it as the game progresses, and that's not really reliable. Up until Dark Neostorm, this card can be searched out of Dragon Brotaur, which I do play 1 in the main deck for the sole reason of to just search out this card. And then in this recent balance, Tempest came back, and the Tempest with these 2 effects, he searches literally like any monster in the deck. But mainly you're using Tempest and the Brotaur to mainly search out this card in the deck, because this is such a really powerful and a major combo extender in the deck. So moving on with the monster lineup, and the last Dragunity lineup that I do play is the Dragunity on my Leyvaten. If you already have the Mystletainn, in your hand because you just simply open it. You do not bring out the Darkness Metal from your deck of it. You summon this card instead because this card you do need it because it's on level 8 to make your Hope Harbinger as your ending board of 4 card. Because as you're doing the combo, your ending board is gonna be the Heretic Lake monster, the Hope Harbinger, Borreload Savage, equip with the Saryuja, so it has 4 negates, and the Crystal Wing Sinker Dragon, which is the first monster that you summon as you're doing the combo. So that's your Dragunity lineup right there. Like I said, there are top cards. The next 2 cards, they are extenders in the form of Zephyros and the Garuda. These 2 cards, they are basically the same thing as their free summon, so that you can get into your Barcha. Zephyros is a bit more better in my understanding because you do search it as part of the combo of Gae Dearg, whether you search it and then discard it and then summon it to your side of the field and then get to your Barcha. I am only pulling the Garuda because if you do open it as you're doing the combo and then you make a Gae Dearg, you do not search out the Zephyros. Instead, you search Dragon Brotaur instead and then discard it and then get to your Mystletainn if you really needed to. And the Dragon can also bring out the Darkest Metal either by triggering itself or any of the Guardragon that you already have on the field. Okay, the next 3 cards, there are more extenders in the form of Gate 0 and 2 copies of Darkwurms. I used to play 3 Darkwurms in the main deck, but in the main deck now, currently in this deck profile, I am playing 2 Dragon Shards and a Foolish Burial, which are technically 3 more copies of Darkwurm that you play in the main deck. So you're technically am playing to 5 copies of this card. In a sense where if you do play just the 2 copies, it is fine because Darkwurms in a way is an extender that is way early and you do not really need it as you already done the combo. So you do need it for the early game. So that's why I am playing the Foolish Burial 2 Shrines, which in a sense they are 3 more Darkwurms and the Gate 0 and the 2 Darkwurms in the main deck. So the next cards, they are not really extenders, but they are combo cards that searches out the extenders, mainly the Mystletainn, and they are the single copy of Dragon Brotaur and the card that recently got off the list in the form of Tempest. So like I said, these 2 cards they do the same thing because it sets out the extenders, but mainly you're playing these 2 to search out Mystletainn from your main deck. Like I said in the Tempest discussion video, Tempest is more reliable of compared to the Brotaur because the Brotaur you do search it sometimes above Gae Dearg if you already have the Garuda, because you do not search Zephyros above Gae Dearg, you search this card instead and then discard it and then search out whatever monster that you need from your deck. But if you do bring out the Brotaur by having it search out over the Gae Dearg, you do lose a card Agrapain, which is an egg one, where this guy you can use it in one of 2 ways. You can use this card, where you can discard this and then win monsters to search any dragon from your deck. And then I do play Gold Sarcophagus in this deck, which you can banish this card from the deck of Gold Sarcophagus and then search out a winged dragon from your deck. So this card by playing it in the main deck, it searches out your entire monster lineup in the deck. So the last 2 monsters that I do play in the deck, they are the Rampage Goliath and the Darkness Metal Dragon. So Goliath is for the Heretic Lake monster because you can summon this card out from the deck and then your opponent cannot play from the extra deck like ever, because this card is literally unkillable because you do have the Hope Harbinger on the field, so this card cannot be run over by a battle. And you have a Crystal Wing, a Borreload Savage Dragon, and in a way, a Hope Harbinger can protect this card with monster effects, spells, and traps. So this card is literally indestructible during their turn. And Dragon Summer, for obvious reasons, because this card is like made for this deck. Like it is like so good. So the rest of the main deck there all spells. We're gonna start off the main spell in the main deck, which are the 3 copies of Dragon Ravine. I noticed as I am playtesting with this list, you do not really need this card if you already have a Senatus in your hand, because Senatus alone, assuming that you already have the either the Phalanx or the Couse, having to be discarded with this card's fate. Senatus already gets you into the combo, but that Senatus is unsearchable with any of the cards that I play in the main deck, other than the Dragon Ravine. So this card is only played to such the Senatus in your main deck if you need it. And then in a sense, this card gives Dragon Ravine more utility because the Dragunity Link monster can search out the Dragon Ravine as well. Okay, so the next 2 cards are the 2 copies of Dragunity Divine Lance. You do not need to max out on this card anymore because the Dragunity Link monster can search out this card from your deck, and then you do use this card if you search out with the Dragunity Link monster, because you equip this card to the Dragunity Link monster and then equip a Dragunity General that you do not have on your board, and then you special summon that turn and then make your Elphy and then your Pisty from there. The next 2 cards are interesting tech choice for the deck, and they are the 2 copies of War Legacy Guardragon. This card is really good in a way where if you discard the tuners of a Cards of Consonace or the Dragon Ravine, you play this and then you either add those back to your hand or special summon them back to your side of the field. So you basically play the Ravine and the Cards of Consonace for literally free if you have this card in your hand. Okay, next 3 cards, they are the draw cards in a form of 2 Cards of Consonace and then Upstart Goblin. So as you're doing the combo, you need to have the Dragunity Armor Mystletainn in your hand as soon as possible. And these 3 cards, it gets you there so that you can draw into your Mystletainn, because you do not want to use Brotaur and the Tempest effect to search out the Mystletainn in your main deck. If possible, because you want to use your Brotaurs and the Tempest in the main deck to search out something else, like a Darkness model or a Leyvaten if really needed to be, and not the Mystletainn. So that's why I'm playing these 6 cards as part of the main draw power in the main. The next 3 cards are more extenders in a form of 2 Dragon Stars and a Foolish Burial. Like I said, these are technically 3 more copies of Darkwurms in the main, so you're playing 5 Darkwurms in the main. Alright, next 2 cards are the 1-ups. The main one being the Gold Sarcophagus. This card is really good in 2 ways. One, you can straight up banish a Tempest from your deck to search out the combo piece that you need, so that you can pass it with the combo, but mainly you're playing this card to banish the Tempest, which you then get into a Mystletainn. Or you can banish out the Darkness Metal Dragon or Leyvaten or Darkwurm, and then bring those cards back with Guardragon Pisty, so that you can pass it with the combo. So this card, it does so much with the deck. And the other limited card is the 1 copy of Terraforming. I mean, I understand why Konami finally hit this card in the OCG. This is also at 1, and in recent coming days, field spells are getting more and more powerful. So to compensate for that, Terraforming did get limited with with this with in this format and also for the upcoming format. Though the last 3 cards in the main, they are the only non-combo cards in the deck, and they are 3 copies of Card by the Grave. This card is really combo extensive, and if it really does go off, it gets you ending board of a Heretic Lake monster, the Borreload Savage, a Crystal Wing Single Dragon, and a Hope Harbinger on your side of the board. But if your opponent paying attention and hand trap the right cards, your board becomes weak, and the Card by the Grave, it helps you deal with the hand traps that is coming your way. So that is the main deck. It's 40 cards, technically 39 because I duplicated the Upstart. Now the fun part in this deck is the extra deck. I do play Dragunity like Romulus. This card, like I said, it did so much to the deck, helps with the deck so much. This card is really good. I am playing 2 copies of Barcha in the extra deck. This is literally 2 soul choices that you play in the extra deck. This card is very good because you you summon out this card by using either the Couse, the Senatus, or the Garuda and the Zephyros. You summon this card, equip the Tuner's back, and then you special summon that Tempest with combo. You actually do play both copies of Barcha as you're doing the combo. So Barcha is really good. Oddly and really enough, I am only playing 1 copy of Vajrayana. Back in the day, you do maximize on this card, but now with the Guardragons, you do not really need this card to pursue with the play in Dragunity anymore. But you do play this card so that you can get into your Atum in case you do break and then your opponent hand trap the right cards. In a case where you do need this card and the Atum as a viable option to pursue with the combo. Okay, 1 copy of Dragunity, not Gae Dearg. You do summon this card about Agrapain to either search out the Brotaur or the Zephyros so that you can pursue with the combo. I am playing the new Dragunity single in the form of Dragunity Knight Ascanlon. This is, you do actually make this card. This card is really good going second to deal with boards with multiple classes, because this card, in fact, you can banish a Dragunity monster from your graveyard and then banish 1 monster on the field. So this card deal with threat that is standing in your way. This card does have another effect where it floats, but you hardly use that effect at all. Only reason why you're playing this card is for its banishing monster effect. Crystal Wing Single Dragon. This is your first form of negation because you do play it by syncing up the Gae Dearg, which you brought it up of the Gae Dearg and the Phalanx. A Borreload Savage Dragon, another form of negation which you do play by using Phalanx and the Mystletainn on your side of the field. The Heretic Link monster, you do play it. You do play this as your ending board by linking up the Couse and the Saryuja. The Guardragons in the form of these 3 cards: the Elphy, the Pisty, and the Agrapain. I do not know why Elphy is still legal in this new format, because Elphy is so dangerous, because sooner or later we get in the rocket structure deck, and that deck abuses Elphy, and that deck also plays Dracula's Metal Dragon, which can be summoned directly from the deck up its effect. Either the Elphy and the Darkness eventually needed to get banned. Out of the Guardragons, this card is so dangerous, and it is definitely ban worthy in the upcoming future. Saryuja, you do play this card not for the drawback, but to special summon a monster from your hand, either be the Darkness Metal Dragon, maybe to open it, or the Mystletainn, but mainly the Mystletainn. If drop Warback, it does occasionally come up as well. A Hope Harbinger as part of your negation in your ending board, and the last card in the extra deck is the already Dragon King about Atum. If you do break, and in the case where you open hand drop the right cards, you overlay the Vajrayana and the Mystletainn, or perhaps the Gae Dearg, and then make this guy to bring out Darkness Metal straight from your deck. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the my version of Dragunity deck profile post writing Rampage. And I just realized this deck profile is nearly 20 minutes, but I do want to explain what the new cards do, especially in the deck profile. So that's why it took a little too long than I expected. So yeah, welcome to the new format, guys. Do not give up on Dragunity because they're, like I said, a buyable option deck for you guys to play in this current meta because it is really good and quite fun to play. So yeah, this is Evo signing out, guys. See you guys later, guys. See you guys later. Bye, guys. See ya. Signing out.